And I remind you that that cross is a plain cross. It's a plain cross because we are called as followers of Jesus to place ourselves on that cross. I've told you many times there's no bypass in our Christian life around Jerusalem. Somehow we need to go to Jerusalem. And when we choose to go to Jerusalem, we choose to live our life as faithful Christians, we know we are called to crucify ourselves. To crucify ourselves to all of those things that somehow diminish the dignity of who we are in the eyes of God. And we constantly have to remember that. Constantly become awakened. That's what resurrection means. Constantly awakened to that reality of who we are, that dignity that we carry. But that dignity, there's no greater dignity than when you see Christ crucified. A person who was willing to give his life out of love, out of complete love, unconditional love. And we're called to live that same life. I remind you, as you see that, as you come forward and you kiss the arms of the cross, I ask you to remember that that cross is very symbolic. That cross touches the ground. The vertical arm of the cross touches the ground. It touches the ground because it reminds us that this is where we live. As I told you last evening, we live and live out our Christianity on the streets. We don't live that out in church. And so this earth is blessed when we touch the earth with our own lives. The vertical arm also raises up into the heavens, the transcendent dimension, because we have to live our lives in reference to God. If we forget that reference to God, then we lose all that we are about, and we become just mere creatures of this earth. If we look at the cross, then it also has the horizontal bar. The horizontal bar of the cross reaches out and it embraces all of humanity. No one is left out of that embrace. It's a total embrace. And so as you come up to that cross tonight, you're reminded that you have both feet on the ground. You also have your eyes and your focus on the reality of God and the power of God's grace in your life. But you also know that when you leave here once again, that you are called to embrace the world. Embracing the world, living in reference to God, keeping both feet on the ground, sometimes calls you to be nailed to that cross. And so we have, as a symbol tonight, we have the number 4 to remember. We have one cross. We have 3 nails. One cross and 3 nails equal forgiveness. Forgiveness. The forgiveness of God is what we live in and what we remember tonight. God bless you.